I think a very interesting finding of the most recent survey is that the recession seems to have had a positive effect on the extent to which training is being provided to employees. So the levels of training being paid for by employers throughout Europe in 2010 are higher than we've found in previous waves of the survey.
We see an increase in training from 2005 to 2010. Which is breaking the long-term trend from 1995, where the training has not really increased despite all the talk about the importance of training for the employability and well-being of workers.
This time is an exception, and it's increased, and we're very happy. You know, it's good for the future. It's in line with all our objectives of lifelong learning, giving people with more skills, more competence, so that they can develop, increase their employability. This is the first time. Whether it's going to be a long-term or a short-term, influence, we don't know yet. But this is good.
With regard, for instance, to employability, training possibilities are very important. We see that there are differences between different groups of workers. And for instance, the blue-collar workers and the white-collar workers get different training possibilities. I think if we talk about training, we should not talk about training in general, but look at different groups of workers and see what their possibilities are. And for instance, training is mostly given to those workers with a permanent contract and a lot less for workers with a non-permanent contract, which is slightly problematic if you think that those workers with a non-permanent contract might have to look for another job afterwards.
So what I think is a nice finding in the latest survey is that the access to training of older workers has increased more than it has for other groups. Older workers have always been kind of lagging behind in terms of their access to training, and they seem to be making up for that a little bit over the last 5 years.
To find out more about the European Working Conditions Survey, go to www.eurofound.europa.eu.